Okay, it's still January, but in February, on February 17th at 7:01 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, there's going to be an eclipse. Eclipse. There's going to be an eclipse in eclipse. And I think it's one of, like, I mean, there's been so many important transits happening in the past, what, like 3-4 years, especially last year. But this year, I feel like this is the meat to the mashed potatoes and gravy, right? So why is this so important? Why this is so important is that the eclipse is happening in Aquarius. In fact, let me bring up the chart so we can really get into it. Okay, so this is the Eastern Standard chart, right? This is for Philadelphia. So you see here's the eclipse in Aquarius at the very end of Aquarius, 28 degrees or so. And all of this is happening in Pisces. And then right here in Aries, we've got these two that have been, flirting around here for a while, Neptune and Saturn. And we've got some other Aquarius energy happening too. So what does this mean? We've got things happening in the 12th house, right? That's endings, right? And also this Aquarius energy, which I think is so important because what's about to happen in just a few months after this eclipse, right? This new moon energy, sun conjunct moon. A few months after that, Uranus, which rules Aquarius, is going to move into Gemini, right? So this is the eclipse that happens before this planet moves into this sign for the next 7 years. Okay, this is an important eclipse, you guys. And it's important on a level that I think we really need to be talking about, because what's happening here is there's an eclipse in Aquarius. Aquarius is the sign of the people. It's the sign of the humanitarian. It's the sign of the collective. It's the sign of society, right? And we've got some shit happening in society that we need to influence. Also, Pluto in Aquarius now, right, for the next, couple decades. Pluto is out of bounds. And it's not a subject that I'm entirely well versed on, but from my understanding, Pluto has, the planets orbit around the circle, but they also like dip up and down. Pluto moving out of bounds to the south is an indicator of social revolution into the hands of the people, right? And so with Pluto being here in Aquarius, right? This planet of change, this planet of power in this sign of change, right? And this eclipse that's happening, this is the first eclipse now that the nodes are shifting into this Aquarius Leo axis, right? This is incredibly important. If you're going to be manifesting, if you are using your witchcraft for good, if you're trying to participate in this spiritual war, that is what this position right here means. Neptune in Aries says spiritual war, and we are all warriors, right? Whether you're out there on the front lines, standing between an agent and a person, or if you are, putting some stuff in a jar, you're participating, right? So when you are making your new moon manifestations in this Aquarius eclipse, I don't think y'all are fucking hearing me. This is an Aquarius eclipse. We are manifesting for the people. Your manifestations need to, I was just talking to a friend and she said, I'm starting to switch a lot of my manifestations from I to we. Do that with this eclipse, right? This is the time that we need to really focus on the world that we want to see, the way that we want to see this Uranus in Gemini play out. What do you want to see Uranus shake up? What's going to change, right? And frankly, ultimately, because of the way that these things are positioned, and just like how social change works in general, I have no doubt that things are going to work out for the benefit of the greater good of the people. But, the way that change works is that change is inherently violent, right? Whether it's physical violence, it's discomfort, it's a lack of something, right? Change is hard. I worked in IT for years, and no matter what the change was, whether it was going from, just having a keyboard to a keyboard and a mouse to an operating system to whatever the change was, people are resistant to that shit and it's uncomfortable, right? So changes are hard. So we can use these manifestations to make the change not so fucking hard on us. We deserve a break. Don't you think so? We should have all of the things that we want. People should have enough food, clean air, clean water, safe neighborhoods, and abundance. While we're at it, shoot for the fucking stars. We can have whatever we want. We don't have to suffer while we go through this shit, right? And there will be struggle because power doesn't give up power easily. But I mean, Pluto's going to handle it, okay? So put your trust in the ancient power of Pluto and manifest some ease for us. Please put your collective energy into this. This is the beginning. Okay, love you. Bye.